Good morning, just here in sunny Mornington at headquarters. We've got our concave cedar wine rack going to a job in New South Wales. So we thought we'd set it up this morning and with a black screen. We're trying to do a little bit more racking on location and show our work before it goes out. So we've rolled this up, set up the black screen, and the idea is to superimpose it into some natural landscape. On smaller, more easily accessible racking, we've taken to the beach and plan to do more sort of creative shoots around that. So watch that space. But this racking is going to a new build up in New South Wales, where it sits on a second level, but it's through a main entrance from the main port of arrival. As people come through the house, they come out of the lift and then they walk along this side of the cellar. So we've got our concave racking with a curved plan view axis, and we have a smaller curve here that then rolls into a bigger curve. So when you look along it, you're getting the two plays of curves overlapped, and you really get that three-dimensional feel. This one's made a little bit deeper to other curved racks that we've done, and the idea there is that the bottleneck actually sits in flush or behind, so you're really appreciating the contour lines of the racking. There's rear lighting to go in here, and there's access ports that are built in to maintain that from behind. We've built this in two modules, so we have a join on the front here. There's a little, this is just pinned at the moment, but we've got a front laminate that pops off. And I'll just pop that, it's just pinned for the photo shoot. But that opens as such, and we can screw fix the join once that's put back together on site. And the bottom nosing, we've got a ply base that reads as a blackened shadow. Sometimes we have pebbles in the bottom here and a pebble moat, sometimes even out into the room. In this case, the black's a shadow, and we finish that half under the nosing line. So the flooring in this hallway can be finished under, and the carpenters aren't having to work to such tight tolerances on the curve. It can overlap underneath. Same detail on the top. We've got an overlap there, so the ceiling surface can lap in over that front edge, and then it's completely built in, and again the black and black sort of emphasises and really shadows the natural cedar and that play on the curves. So exciting project, and we'll look forward to bringing you some photos of it in situ in a finished space. So it's nice to share that one. And we might just do a quick walk around the factory and just show you what's going on as well while we're filming. So New South Wales curved. Got a lot going on here this morning, but Nick's working on some shoji work for another job up in Sydney. Might just hold off a sec, Ray. The shoji's going to a job up in Sydney, and we're doing some bedside tables. So they'll sit each side of the bed, and they're internally lit, and there's some pull-out pockets underneath. So you'll see that come together. We've got a pre-cut here for a black and ash job that's going into Hawthorn. Ray's doing a lot of pre-cutting there. Adrian's over here, we're just cutting up and reutilising some old timber. Yeah. So that's we're just reusing and trying to utilise spare fronts and rails. So we'll cut them up and create pegs and come through. This is the bedside table for Sydney. So we've got that's a side kumiko playing, and there's a door pocket that pulls out at the bottom. That's the front elevation, the same. So pull out drawer, and then at the top we've got a glass insert and alternating sides for the two spaces. Through here we've got Nick's working on that job for Sydney with the shoji, but all this is getting coated in Osmo hard wax oil. So we progressively do the coats as we go around, and then obviously it's a lot easier doing in its unassembled form. This is a shoji for the same project. So bedroom through to a robe, backlit. Nice sort of configuration. This is the Kumiko for two adjoining doors to this into ensuite and walk-in robe, but there'll be two doors with that same formation. Yeah, and then we've got obviously a lot of black and ash going together for hawthorn, pre-cuts and fabrication. Yes, I think that's probably the tour for this week. Thanks for watching, and keep a lookout for finished works coming up soon. Thank you.